Okay. Morning, James.
Yeah.
Well, talk about business end. This is the business now, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. It's going to be a very, very important 5 games to see up what I think has been a relatively successful season so far. So let's hope we can get our performances right to get some positive results.
What news have you got on the injury front for tomorrow?
It is just Ollie Cooper still not available, along with Priestley and Courtney Senior. So it's we're getting closer and closer. And Robbie's obviously not available after the injury on the weekend.
Is Ollie Cooper going to play again this season, do you think?
Yes.
We're
hopeful. If we're hopeful, last 3 games of the season.
Right.
That's what we're working towards. He's training. So he's not training with the group. But we have to manage his load. We've done that in conjunction with Swansea, and we'll manage him as best we can within what we got. So Tom's doing a very good job with him, and Lewis. So we'll just make sure we manage him properly to get him back pain free and fit.
What about Pask?
Pask is now fully fit.
Right. So does he's in contention again? Yeah.
Yeah, he's back in contention.
Yeah.
I felt Josh was available last weekend, but what I felt and my staff felt was that we wanted him to get through bigger load numbers in training. So rather than possibly just be on the bench at Swindon, we felt as though that it was better for him to get training numbers under his belt to give him every opportunity to be as fit as possible for the running, to add the competition that we've got at this moment in time.
So are you satisfied he's done that in the last week now since Swindon?
Yes. Yeah, fully satisfied.
I asked because these 5 games are in a really concentrated block. You've got 3 in 8 days now. How?
It's 3 and 7.
Well, Friday you count both sides, so it's 8. I know it sounds.
I'll take the manager's thought rather than the media thought.
Okay then. 3 and 7, right?
Thanks, Rob.
That's okay. I'll give you that one. 3 and 7. You need all. Will it be about using the resources as well as you can? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, most definitely, and we'll do that. And I think we've done that reasonably well. We just got to make sure we're doing it. I keep saying it's about the 26 players or whatever the numbers are, the lads who are available, lads who are not, to keep pushing each other, not just in training, but on match days, and keep trying to get the best out of each other, because we're trying to produce as best performances as we can.
Do you sense any nerves in the camp?
No. I sense a great belief in what we're trying to achieve. There's always been a belief at this football club in what we're trying to achieve. You go back to the Great Escape times, you go back to recent playoff times. We've experienced it. We've experienced it as a football club. Heartache. We've experienced adulation. I've experienced promotion at Cardiff. Carl's experienced promotion at Cardiff and QPR. Jim's experienced promotion at Cardiff and Norwich. We've got experience, so we know what it's like to be in these situations. And I'm conscious of that we've got the experience. We're still very humble with it, that we know what needs to be done. And I think there's very much a belief in the team that we just keep sticking to game by game mentality, and that's all we can do. And
do you sense that belief has been strengthened by the win last Saturday, and almost in the manner it came as well? There's nothing like a 1-0 away win, is there?
There's not. And I think that last minute goal, it can send people into all sorts of mental states, can't it? So it's it was a great feeling, and you can see what it means to me, and it's like it means for the supporters, because I'm a fan as well.
You needed it as well, didn't you? Not just you just needed the win after a difficult spell.
Yeah, we did, and it was. We're going to have those spells. And it happens in such a long season. We've had, I think it's something like, I don't know how many league games I've had since I came in against Bristol Rovers, but the lads have been terrific. And since October the 23rd, the first game that was your Bristol Rovers away, that the players have averaged 1.8 points a game. That's some achievement for the players to do that, and that's credit to them. So I'm ecstatic with the work that they put in, but let's face fact, we've got 5 more games to go where we've got to keep pushing forward and striving forward to be the best we can be.
Do you find yourself for being booked?
Do I find myself?
Yeah, for being booked.
Yeah, I'm not sure I should have been booked for it, if I'm being honest, but I was happy.
That's you and Rob Page have been booked in recent months on the sidelines.
Is that right? Oh, there you go. There you go. That's two things we got in common then. No,
I was going to say, I don't know what the common denominator is. I'm looking at it maybe, but so you say no nerves, and you wouldn't want the fans to get nervous, but they are nervous, aren't they?
We don't need to be. This is just we're in a lucky position. We're in a fortunate position to be fighting for playoffs and automatic, and we're at the right end of the table. We got something to play for, and we need to keep doing it. I just want people to enjoy this, because these moments don't come along very often. And we've got to enjoy it, because I'm a believer. If you enjoy what you do and you love what you do, you're going to get positive results from it eventually. So we just got to keep doing what we're doing.
And finally, we're going to speak to Joe Day in a moment. Obviously, a keeper is crucial at any stage, but his sort of experience that you talked about, he was in the last but one playoff final with Newport. Talk to me about him.
I think if I talk about them both, because I think they've both been excellent. They both pushed each other. Joe and Nick have both pushed each other to be the best they can be. And it gives a massive competition for places. We're very fortunate to have almost 2 number ones at the football club where they push each other every day to be the best they can be. And I'm delighted that I've got both of them in the building. And with if I just got Joe in the last couple of games, he made some great saves. And before that, it was the same with Nick. He made some great saves in other games. So I look at them at both, and I think they've both been terrific. I think that's also testament to the work that Jim does with them. And I put Evan in that as well, because Evan trains them every day and pushes them in what he does now. He trains, and they're a really, really good, that goalkeeping union, if you like, the 4 of them, a really strong department we got at this football club.
All the best, James.
Thanks, Rob. Thank you.
Morning, James.
Morning, Chris. You all right?
Not bad, not bad.
Let's have a common denominator.
Well, indeed. Well, I'm grumpy and you're more positive, so that's definitely out.
Right, okay, there you go.
I do like the way you've gone to 1 decimal place. By the way, you're on 1.75, so you're rounding up. You're very
round it up.
Yeah, so yeah. No, it's 49 points from 28 games. By the way, there you are.
Yeah, I read it. I read it on Y Scout. So on Y Scout, it said off the games that we had, it was 1.8. So I've gone off that information.
On Robbie, have you got any sort of idea for duration for?
I think it's going to be 6 weeks.
Right.
So hopefully we can shave a week off it. So it's not as bad as what first thought. It's an injury which he hasn't done before. It's in his knee. It's an MCL tear, but sorry, an MCL grade 2. So he's going to be out for 6 weeks. So knowing Robbie in the way that he is and the way he's been, I can only speak from since I've been in the building. I think he'll be back quicker than that with the way that he is.
Hopefully you won't need him. He won't be coming back for anything though. That's the aim. You won't give him a Wembley final to aim for. That you don't want to be doing
that. No, let's not. I'm not going to get too carried away with that. Yeah. But yeah, that'll be in his mind, I'm sure.
Yeah. You covered a lot there. Crawley, what are you expecting from them? They were quite awkward when you went there early on in your spell.
Yeah, we drew 1-1, and they obviously went 1-0 up from a set play. Then we scored late through Dom, and I think what we're going to have to expect is a very well organised John Yem's team in the way that he sets up, and they're very well organised, very, very structured, very good. I think they're one of the best counter-attacking teams in the division from what I've seen with the front 3 that they've got, because they've also tweaked from. They flip between systems quite often in games, but you know they've almost set on a 3-4-3 with them Payne and Hessenthaler in midfield, and obviously with the front 3 playing with 2 10s and then number 9. So we're gonna have to be prepared for that and set up well when we've got the ball. We're gonna have to, if this makes sense, we're going to have to defend well when we've got the ball. So we're going to have to make sure we do that reasonably well and to defend well while we attack, to make sure we limit that opportunities. But they have got poor ball playing abilities in the team as well. So it's going to be a challenging game for sure.
I guess that makes patience important, doesn't it? Not getting, because you go chasing things, and that's exactly what they want.
Yeah, and we're going to have to be patient in that build. We're going to have to be patient in taking the ball from the back. We're going to have to be patient trying to play between lines and trying to get in their back line. But we've worked all week on us in possession of the ball and also trying to defend in around our box, which is what we always do, really. We're always working on the 4 moments of the game, being attacking, defending transition, attacking transition. We always work on that. We've done it in a slightly different way this week, but I'm really pleased with the lads and how they've gone about it.
And the dream thing for you would be a fast start, wouldn't it? That's against the organised side.
Yeah, I think we're a fast starting team anyway in the way we do things sometimes. Obviously, we weren't so much against Exeter because I felt as though they did particularly well with us. Where we turned the ball over a little bit with that first passing transition, where we worked on that consistently, and we felt as though we did that better at Swindon as well. So we're going to have to keep doing that and keep working hard that way.
Slight tangent on that fast start. Your kickoff routines, is that something you work on hard? Because you've got a fair few of them.
Yeah, we do. We do work on that. Jawa's in charge of attacking set play, so I put kickoffs, throw-ins, corners, wide free kicks as attacking set play. So kickoff to me is set play. So we have to make sure that we defend it well, and then also we try and attack well. So we tried to work on them and on before, but also when Wayne was here previously, he worked heavily on set play. So kind of inherited a reasonably strong set play driven team, if you like, and we just added to that in certain things. But yeah, we try to work on everything we can possible.
Do you already know what kickoff you've got for Friday, for example? Is that how it works?
Yeah, that's kind of what we'll work on this morning, and then we'll take that on the pitch.
How many routines have you got in the?
Well, I've got because I was lucky that I worked with Dick Bay, God rest his soul, many years ago when I was at Cardiff, and he obviously worked with Malky, and Malky worked with a lot of set plays, and I've always studied set plays myself anyway. So I've got endless libraries on my laptop about different set play routines and things when I used to write them down when I used to work under Russ. And Trolls about different set plays, and I used to take a lot from it, but it's not just one thing about set plays, it's about all the other things that we do as well.
Good. Yeah, I don't think your kickoff routine is going to make the back page of the Argus, to be honest, but there we are. but there we are. Hey ho. Right, good stuff. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, nice one.
Cheers.
Nice one.
James, just before you go, usual Radio Wales request, 2:20 on the side again.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
That's cool.
Thank you.
I'll be there. I've got my grandmother coming tomorrow. She's 88. It's her first game.
Wow.
You remember obviously Jimmy Jenkins is his wife. So
yeah.
She said to me last night on the phone, making sure she was all right for the game, and she'll be in one of the boxes. And she said to me last night, she thinks the last game she went to was Swansea v Newport when John Charles was playing.
Wow.
I know.
Well, if it's any consolation, I rang my dad, I FaceTime my dad every night. He's 86, and when I FaceTimed him on Saturday, he was wearing his county shirt, and he's been wearing it all day.
It's brilliant.
It's brilliant.
Yeah. It's a great feel to it at the minute. Yeah.
So,
all right, guys.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Ta-ra.
Take care.
Cheers, guys. Cheers, James.